Folks, it is that time. We are here once again, bringing you the finale of Season 3's League here at BattlePoker. I am your host, as always, Batti, and joining me, my best friend in the world, the voice from the north, the brother from another mother. He is so good, he can win with Jack 4 offsuit without even having to cheat. Frosticles. Frosty, how you doing tonight, sir?
What an excellent opening. I love it.
You like that? You like that?
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some great poker tonight. We got the final league game here. Talk us through some stats here. What do you see, Bot? Let me know.
I mean, right off the bat, you got to look at I Might Be Your Dad. Like, what a dominant performance. 4 wins, 2 seconds. I mean, that is clearly going to be the one to beat tonight. One thing you definitely want to look at is look at the point distribution from, like, 2nd to 8, and then even from 9th through 16th. We had almost twice as many entries in the league this year, so obviously there was a lot more competition up towards the top. In particular, if you look at the 9th through 16th places, there are 2 points that separates the 9th to the 16th place. This has been a really incredibly tight competition all the way through. I'm really excited to see how we turn out tonight with the best of the best, playing it out one last time.
Yeah, for me, the same thing I noticed, man. The whole second tier table off by 2 or 3 points here. It was a pretty tight ship. It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see how it plays out here. You got a favorite?
Man, I don't want to cast this curse anybody, but I am going to have to go with, if I am picking my 2, I'm going to go with experience tonight, man. I'm going to say Trip Trails and Vendettius are my 2 picks.
Okay. What about the runners-up table?
I'm going to have to... that was a little tougher. My
Here,
top
I'll help
2...
you out. I'm going to shout out to
I'm laughing Rhoda.
Yeah, I'm going to shout out to
Rhoda, definitely. Rhoda's one of those guys that, like, he is very good at what he does, but he's very sporadic. Like, every once in a while he has this amazing game and crushes everybody. Then every once in a while it's a little mistake and he's out early. But if this is the night where he's going to pull off the former, I mean, this is the one to do it.
Let's get some poker going. I'm ready.
I think we're going. It is time. We are going to go ahead and get these games going. Best of luck to everybody competing tonight, and let's see what's going on. Yep.
Can we make the screen a little bigger?
There we go. Yeah. Get the nice widescreen, high definition stream viewing experience for the casters. Get all that hype awesomeness going on once we get the scheme rolling.
So for the people at home, we're doing a 200G tournament here. Gonna change up the blinds.
This is, in particular, we do start with a few more chips, but there we go. The antes are going to be going up significantly slower. So it's going to give people a lot more time to kind of feel out their strategies, feel out their opponents, make some adjustments. Nobody's really going to be on edge, like have to go all in really, really early. We've got time to play some poker, get some hands in. And of course, for the viewing experience, we did a little stream magic. If you would like to take a look at the bottom right of the screen, where you normally see the cards in your hand, we actually have a little live updated leaderboard of the runner-up table. We will be focusing on the final table, but this way, if anybody is interested, you can keep tabs on what's going on as play develops. Do have the Zerg 3-3 on the board. Juice James with a handful of queens to start it off. A little bit of High Templar action, a little bit of Broodlord there. Queens actually get folded.
Are you?
Oh boy!
Is the game volume coming across?
Not for me, but I think that also might be a technical limitation right now.
That's what I was checking. As long as the stream people got it.
Yeah. If we can also get the show VPIP clicked, that would be great. If our eye in the sky is still there. Alright. Yeah.
25 DTs here.
There we go. I Might Be Your Dad taking the risk. Unfortunately, likely going to get shut down here. Not sure why these sentries were in back. That might make a pretty significant difference. However, those DTs are going down. 3 left. Maybe not enough storms to finish them off after all.
Just enough DTs staying in the fight here.
And joining me,
that will do
my
it.
best friend in the world, the
Nice
voice of the
little
North,
pot right off
brother
the bat
from another
for
mother,
your dad.
Taking a decent chunk of chips there from OmniSlash.
Terran +2, we got some Thors here. Vendetti's with the Void Ray is definitely going to hang around here. And here we got Reach. Is he going to reach with those 5 Ravens? I'm not so sure.
I mean, I think in that position it is a little bit of a reach to make that kind of play. You got anything else? Can we keep this going?
I can reach for 1 or 2 more here. We'll see what we can do.
There we go. There we go. The trifecta. We're in there.
1 timeout down.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, you don't
Poker
wanna
with
waste-
the shot clock, you know. It's like we got a little high-stakes game going on here.
And there you go. He's playing with the Ravens. Called it. Not going to be happy about those swarm hosts here. Ravens doing what they can here. Disappearing from the battle quickly.
Unfortunately, how it tends to go with those low counts.
And I mean, the swarm hosts doing what they can, but up against S-tier Hellbats, not much they can do.
And those Hellbats, man, you just gotta... They're so good, super reliable. You know exactly what they're gonna do. Blue flames everywhere. Let's go.
Need a light.
Are you trying to get invited to my next barbecue? Going with the old school references here. Juice James, 20 Vikings. I believe we've seen this a couple times here. Might be your dad coming in with the 14 Ghost, couple of High Templar for reach, but up at the top, Vendettius, a perfect 8 carriers.
I mean, we got Queens with the creep. We got Queens with the creep, ladies and gentlemen.
Queens with the creep, and a decent upgrades there too. I mean, there's nothing to sneeze at.
Those carriers are going to be quite dominating today here. Let's see what the second card is.
No. I mean,
Yeah,
actually,
rings.
with the Zeri upgrades and the EMP on the Ghost, I don't like the carriers in the 3-way here. I think it's going to depend a lot on what that second card is, getting some support in. That's going to make a difference right there. I do believe now those carriers are going to take this down pretty easily if it goes to a 3-way showdown. Tanks setting up, not too many Zerglings to worry about. First shells going off, couple of tanks get splashed, nothing too crazy. Goes quickly going down. Those Queens are not going to last in the face of those tanks. Nice pickup from Vendettius. Drawing out that nice second card, completing his hand. Well done.
Ready to rock. Ready to roll out.
I think popping a little beverage there. Is that what I heard?
Yowza.
Oh yeah, loosen up a little bit for this final table.
We've got the Liberators. Zerg +3 though. Those roaches, could they shine? Not if Goofman's not at the table.
No, sir. Unfortunately not. Vendettius now also picking up a wonderful 23 DTs to go with those Liberators. I mean, it's always kind of weird trying to estimate Liberators versus capital ships, but I do think count-wise, Vendettius should be able to take this down without too much issue.
DQs all day. Liberators getting a beatdown here.
Yeah, I thought those roaches were going to die a lot faster to the DTs. Unfortunately, the Liberators wasting a lot of time in siege mode. Finally going after the shields of the Tempest. Now we see the HP melting pretty quickly.
They'll be alright.
The rich getting richer. Vendettius already in first place, picking up another nice-sized pot.
It's getting richer, he says. Okay, a few more Tempests. Gonna run into some Corruptors, though.
We always do have those nice kind of like. I almost think the Widow Mines, consider them almost like Wildcard Light, just because they're so inconsistent and like you never know what kind of Widow Mines you're gonna get. They could have like the biggest, most key, perfect explosion taking out an entire army. They can also just blow themselves up by accident, killing like a Zergling. So always fun to see how people try to actually work the Widow Mines into their range and synergize, trying to get them off with that good explosion.
If you're gonna play with them, you gotta bet into them. You gotta isolate. Yep. That's the ticket.
That is the play.
Oh, Vendetti's picking up a Ravens.
Vendetti's.
There's a bing for you.
I mean, you know what? If you're getting hit in the face with the deck, it makes it a little bit easier to play poker. But, I mean, Vendetti's, of course, still able to string people along. Look at this gigantic bet. I think he is actually trying to make people think he's just pushing him out of the pot. Let's see if it's going to work. Omnislash actually kind of holding the hand to counter if he makes the call. 5 seconds left. He does make the fold. That is clutch. Oh my goodness. This should be one more hand for Vendetti's pretty easily here. He takes it down. Vendetti is sitting on 2 stacks.
Bit of an
very oversized bet. Yeah, very oversized bet.
Yeah, he definitely could have got some more value there.
There seems to be this kind of running theme for Juice James of drawing like Terran Mech or Terran Air almost every hand. This is what, like I've seen the Ravens, I've seen the Liberators, I've seen the Banshees, I've seen the Vikings, all in like pretty decent counts for what, hand 7?
Well, I definitely see some playable first cards here.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a nice one here.
Yep.
You got the Tempest, you got the Ravens, you got the Sentries, you got the Carriers, you got the Ghosts. Honorable mention to the Infestors.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some calls here. We're going to get some action. Can we get some second card bangers?
Now, here's a question.
There we go. Wild cards, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Put yourself in Reach's shoes with the 18 Infestors, right? The size of the pot, by the time it got around to him, was just underneath how much he had in his stack. Would you just go all in there? Take advantage of the fold equity, and then you still kind of have a semi-draw out with the Infestors?
Yeah, semi-draw.
You think? Yeah?
Gotcha. Picking up what you're putting down.
You know, a little bit.
I'm digging, but I'm paying attention to those wild cards.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's got the Ravens. He's got the wild cards. He's got the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades.
Ow. Well, those, right?
Yeah, boy, those 10% Corruptors, yeah, good catch. 10% Corruptors are going to be pretty big.
Corruptors always do seem to shine in these bigger battles. People think they're a little bit on the weaker tier, but you do have to remember that they hard counter so many of these overvalued air capital ships. Like, it's not necessarily that it's not necessarily that they win more matchups. It's that the matchups they do win are more important.
Yeah, you got anything that counters the giant capital ships or anything that counters the heavy units. You know what I mean? Like Ravens, even they're not capital ships, but they're heavy. Anything that counters heavy units is a plus, EV plus.
If you really want to get, well, we're not going to get really technical, but basically, like, it's actually sometimes more advantageous to make pre-flop all-ins with, like, say, like a 7-8 suited instead of, like, a King 4. Even though the 7-8 suited isn't going to have as much equity, you're more likely to have live cards and not be dominated. Obviously, you don't really want to go all-in pre-flop ever with 7-8 suited, but in tournament situations, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. What about them BCs? Max count
BCs and carriers. Those carriers are not gonna feel good. Oh my goodness, Trip Trails! Look at that hand from Trip Trails.
There we go. A little live action. That's gonna cost some money for I Might Be Your Dad.
By costing the little money, it does look like that is actually going to be his entire stack if Trip Trails does follow through here with those Ravens, and it looks like that's not going to be a problem.
Hold on a second.
If you're reading this right, I think I Might Be Your Dad is out first place or first out.
Hold on, sir. I have a question for you.
Yeah, I think I have the answer because I think I know what you're about to ask me.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Is that that was our first place, highest point earner in the league, going out first at the final table?
Did he just Donkey King?
I think he pulled a Frosticles.
Did he brag? Brag and go out? I mean, he's out of the tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Out of the league.
Goodness. We have our first elimination.
I thought he might be your dad, but I guess he's still out there looking for milk and cigarettes. He's not the one you were looking for.
Hasn't come back yet, but man, props to you. The guy has absolutely dominated from the beginning all the way through week 6. Some really impressive finishes against some really well-known players. Wow. I mean, you gotta be happy. You gotta be happy with that performance, you know?
I mean, listen, wow. What did they just say in the chat? What did the chat say? Press the enter button. I can't read it. I'm not there. Oh.
Yep. Pull up the Frosty.
I just saw my name disappear. I said, what? Oh, man.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, he did well. He did really well this year. He did really well. I was hoping for him to do well. I was hoping. You know? But I was hoping this Mantha will be taken down. I was hoping so. Unfortunately, not this league. Maybe next league. Of course. Listen, Trip Trail's in a good spot here. Reach is all in here. And he's out. Reach is out.
We have some blood on our hands, folks. This is going to be 2 eliminations before we hit hand number 10 in our final table.
He was he left the game, didn't even wait to kill his icon. He said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here.
No GG, no skill. And then there were 6. That did not take very long. These guys
number 10
for blood.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. We changed the format. You guys said you wanted slower poker. You wanted to have more time to make a play. Hand number 10, 2 people down. I beg to differ. Let's go.
Yeah, there's a little bit of aggression going on here. People are willing to go for some stacks. I mean,
first to last, baby. Shake and bake. Ricky Bobby
got them 2 first names.
Vendetti here with the wild cards in a good spot here, but of course Omni behind him with 25. Phoenix.
Those Phoenix are always fun to play, adding that little bit of versatility to some strong anti-air already. But here come the wild cards from Vendettius. I see a battle cruiser in there. I see a Void Ray. I see a Tempest looking pretty good. Lots of splash damage going down off of that Archon. Looks like it's going to be just enough to actually clear out most of the Phoenix, leaving a pretty decent-sized chunk of army to kill off those last couple of lurkers.
Oh, it's looking like we're going to have a chance of having a double champ situation here. We're having a 1 in 3 chance of having a double champ here. Vendettius and Triptros both wearing their lightsabers proudly. Check the Archons.
A quick shout out while we have a lull in the action. Again, if you're keeping up with the action on the bottom right with the runner-up table, McSharp was the first elimination a couple of hands ago. IO right now currently in trouble with 44 chips. Zell on top with 377, almost sitting on 2 stacks.
Yeah, what he said. But look at the bottom of the right-hand screen. Keep up for yourselves. Pay attention if you want to pay attention. Back to the action here. We got 23 infestors here. We got 20 hallucinations, 12 Archons. This is going to be a banger. Terran plus 3, not really going to come into effect unless, of course, those Banshees come into play. We'll find out.
I mean, there is no detection on the field right now, except, he's got the infestors anyway, so those Banshees are going to get some time while cloaked to get a little bit of free damage in. Especially if they can, they're going after the hallucination, so that's unfortunate.
Hallucinations, you're right, but it looks like they are taking
they are going for the hallucinations. Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Archon's getting narrowed, but running out very quickly. Those infestors are not going to have much more left to work with. Vendettius does get eliminated here. Is it going to be enough to kill all of the infestors as they run away in time? Definitely scattering quite wide here.
Omni really could use the pickup here down at the bottom.
That's it. There it is.
Hard to get a double up. There he goes.
There's a little double right there for you.
Not enough to move up the list, but more than enough to start banging. Here he goes.
A little breathing room, you know.
Of course, he's going to feel a little trouble if he bounces right here. He's going to run into 8 BCs.
That is true.
Vendettius is by here, though. Yeah, he might come along.
Dude, those 91 Banelings looking pretty good.
He does come along.
See if we can draw him that second card.
I'm not mad at Omni if he comes in and even maybe a small raise there. Nice. Here we go here.
You love seeing the ghosts, of course, once again, though, unfortunately countered by both hands. This is going to be pretty. Oh, no, not enough none of the Banelings going after the ghost. Lots of the ghosts still alive, getting plenty of EMPs off on those stalkers. Tempest coming up from behind, trying to deal with these BCs. Most of the BCs are still distracted with the ghosts. Focus fire coming down on a couple of those BCs now, finally starting to do some damage. However, there are still 16 swarm hosts chilling off in the south. Nobody touching.
Swarm hosts in the south.
This might be the carry. This might be a split pot for Omnislash, just from the virtue of having a three-way pot with swarm hosts.
Virtue of the three-way pot. Can the south rise again? BC's making a play here.
For the timer, we do have the 10 bonus seconds. That is it. 10 seconds left to go. That is not going to be enough time. Split pot. Great little spot for Omnislash, getting some much-needed chips back. A little bit of profit. Back up slightly above a starting stack. And that is how you start a comeback.
Zerg +1 here. Juicy James. Might play the Mutalisks, but of course, Ravagers are a better spot here.
Playing those Mutalisks.
Dropping out of the fight here. Ravagers now going to shine.
Yeah, those Liberators are going to have some trouble with those Ravagers dropping biles on as soon as they start up. Doesn't even matter anymore. Trip Trails just takes down the bot with a raise. And Vendettius with the wild cards once again. Oh boy.
Oh, we got the wild cards. Let's go. You want the over or under on 4? I'll take the under.
On 4? On 4? I'll for 24. I'll take the over on 4.
Okay.
A little void reaction, lots of stalkers there as well to help support the wild cards. This could be a pretty interesting rollout. Let's see, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capital ships. The over has hit.
Should have been blinkers in the front. Blinkers should have been in the front there, in my opinion. But I don't think it's going to make a difference here.
No, it's not.
I
definitely agree.
Like capital ships.
Yeah, like that definitely should have been the stalkers in front. But it is all good. When you roll a powerhouse like that, it doesn't really matter that much. Once again, here we are. Capital ships on the board. Vendettius with 7 carriers. However, Juice James with that 19 corruptor counter.
Ooh, speaking of powerhouses, carriers, baby, all day.
Oh man, those Banelings also have creep with Trip Trails having the suited bonus. There's going to be a lot of 2/2 Banelings rolling on with that creep speed bonus if he commits. He does make the call. Vendetti's unfortunately not picking up much support.
You have a 3-way.
Yo, look at, oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Files going off on the mothership, also trying to take out those last couple of ghosts. I don't think it's going to be enough as the Raptors go down. Definitely not enough DPS to do anything with these carriers.
Yeah, those carriers were shining brightly.
Should be a pretty clear pickup for Vendettius once again. Decent little pot there for him.
Okay, fresh hand, fresh cards, fresh bets. What do we got here?
Got a little bit of that disruptor action going on. However, Terran 3/3 on the board. Omni with a nice little, Marine Marauder composition, classic StarCraft 2.
Yeah, I think he's in a really good spot here to win that if he makes a bet here.
Yeah. I mean, Trip Trails has to feel pretty good too, though. I mean, like, even with only the one Liberator, 4/4 ghosts are nothing to sneeze at. And even Mango with the perfect 16 count on the Banshees. That's going to be a lot of unblockable damage with that 15-second cloak to start the fight.
I mean, I'd like to see a heads up between Juicy James and Omni, but we'll have to see how the betting takes place.
Yeah. Oh wow, 4 ways to the pot. Here comes the mage, he's getting a little damage in. Here go the snipe. Snipe. Everything going down from those ghosts quite quickly. A little bit more EMP action going on, trying to reveal the things underneath the mothership. It is not quite enough. Banshee's definitely going to be doing enough damage to take out those ghosts. Wow.
Getting rocked by the Banshees. Banshee's really shining, and now can't do much against that one Liberator.
Is this one Liberator with the splash? Is this going to be enough? I mean, they're going down at a pretty reasonable rate. We don't have the 10-second warning yet. This might do it. One Liberator about to pick up the pot for Trip Trails, going even further in the lead. Look at that hero Liberator, dude. 15 kills. Dang. Loving this action so far. People are just rolling through all this. I'm loving it.
Oh,
Mango this time. Handful of Ravens. A little bit of Queens for Trip Trails with the Zerg 3-3 already. I mean, this is going to be another banger right here.
yeah, what a pity to get BCs and have only one of them. Rough stuff.
Yeah. Oh, with the Ghost follow-up too now. Are the EMPs going to be enough, or are the Ghosts going to get distracted? First EMP is all being wasted on those single Oracles. Second one's going off on lots of the Ravens. A couple of turrets get placed, but not a whole lot. Well, a few more now starting to look like it goes down. Oh, those turrets are doing so much DPS.
Let's be honest, that medevac is shining.
It looks like it's going. It looks like it's going. No, the Queen's got it. As soon as that Thor goes down, look at that. But is it going to be enough in time? I mean, it feels like the fight's been going a little bit long. Here come the snipes. That's it. Nice. All right. Trip Trails on fire. Oh boy. Speaking of setups, we have carriers, we have battle cruisers, we have High Templar, we have Dark Templar. Man, these hands do not stop. Even Daddy's taking his time. Does make the call. Omni with that little bitty raise in early position. People might have people kind of tipped off a little bit. Might slow down the action here just a bit. He does come in with a decently sized raise, about half pot here. Indy with the call. Trip Trail's in there too. DT's, of course, no good against all the Banelings. DT's down very quickly. 5 pillars remaining for Omni. Should be enough to actually clean up these capital ships as they are distracted and fighting each other. There it is. Omni taking down, once again, a nice little pot. Just keeping up, treading a little water here and there. Chipping up, little by little. There you go, a little Tempest, a little bit of Liberator action here, as well as some Swarm Hosts in the back. Protoss 1-1 on board, not a huge influence here. Lots of Viking here picked up for Mango. There you go, looking for that perfect mine hit. Is it going to have? And it does not look like any of them even got a shot off. How anticlimactic is that? Mango easily cleans up the fight, picks up that pot. A little bit of a boost to his stat. Still chilling in second place.
Rough stuff.
This is going to be another fun one. We got a good number of Vikings, perfect count, Mutalisk, a little bit of Queen action in there as well. Terran 1-1 on the board, definitely helping Vendetti. It's just that slight little bit. Trails with the big raise on the first card, taking it down, no contest. Alright, Juice James with the Ghost this time, ready to EMP. A couple of those Oracles, a little bit of Sentry action in there as well. The attempt is here, trying to see if we can get some value out of Medivacs. Unfortunately, those Hydras just going down way too quick to the snipes. I do like how the Vipers run into their own Blinding Cloud. Not Blinding Cloud, the Parasitic Bomb.
Well, those DTs here.
So DT against the Baneling action run back. We saw how the first one went. Nice little bit of Thor action in there as well for Juice James. But you do have to remember, Vendettius, those Void Rays, pretty decent count. Protoss 3-3 on the board, ready to kick in there. Definitely a threat.
Let's see some
with
money.
those High Templar. Yep. High Templar ready to hopefully storm those DTs to death, and then now the Void Rays are 4/4 Void Rays. This is going to be some intense damage potential.
I'd like to see a raise here. Doesn't even call. Rough stuff.
Yeah, if you're Mango here, if you're not folding, you have to raise. I don't think a call is the right play there. Storm's going down all over Mango's army. Those DTs still trying to get through. They are going to survive. We are going to have a split pot. This High Templar tried so hard. They stormed so far. Uh-oh, we got the Frosty special once again. 24 wild cards.
Those DTs.
We're going to roll some detectors. Yep. What's coming around? Vendettius in there once again with the quick call.
Ooh, here we go. Gabriel catching a nice bank here. 21 HTs shining.
Oh boy. The Templar duo. So he doesn't accidentally storm his own DTs. Oof. Oh! That doesn't look very good. DT is actually still doing alright. There go the storms. DT is dropping very quickly now. It does not look like it's going to be enough. We have, once again, a little bit of a split pot.
Just like that little split pot. Some Vikings, though. Here we go. Gabriel in a good spot, though, with those Bailings.
Loving those Vikings once again on trip trails with all of those Terran air units coming through strong one more time. There is the raise. I don't actually know who wins this.
Gabriel, but we'll have to see.
Well, I mean, like the Vikings, of course, if the Vikings win, there's not going to be enough so that once they land, the Vikings got them. But like, as far as the air battle, I'm not actually sure. Yeah, it does look like Gabriel is taking it down little by little, but
yeah, corruptors rule the skies, man. They are the AA.
Corruptor's too strong.
Love them though. AA, baby, let's go all day. Right, Vikings more versatile because they can shoot the ground. Right, is what it is.
Yeah.
Specialty units.
A little bit more of that. That Raven action.
I got you here. Juicy's looking at him, looking nice. Juicy James drops the dozen Ravens just like that. Not going to be happy about that. Trip Trail stealing the pot, bullying the pot. Rough stuff.
And you can't win them all, but you sure as hell can try. And you know what?
Well,
that situation is paid off. I mean, you got to make some plays.
You know what I mean? Half count the Ravens. That's a play and a half. You got to make it.
Yep.
No shade. You got to take your chances when you feel them. See if it makes a play here with the Tempests.
Tempest into Void Rays. We do know how that generally tends to go.
Yeah, but he doesn't know he's looking at Void Rays. Let's it go.
Yeah.
Juicy James waiting for a rabbit in a hat here. Let's find out. I'm just curious to see.
Archon's gonna come along.
What is he willing to play for? Let's find out. What is he waiting? What does he call an ace? I want to know.
Is Trip Trail's gonna make a play for this pot?
Nah, he's gonna lose. But I can't see.
I see Trip Trail's maybe making a play here sometimes. There's the play, instant call. Very well executed by Mango. Knew it was coming. Trip Trails had to take the shot. Oh no! Oh no! Are there any more of those mines we need to shoot? Are there any more of those mines? Oh my god, all the Void Rays are down. Look at this, those queens very quickly going down. Trick Trails just steal of the century with those Widow Mines. Just, look at that.
Yeah, if you can get the isolation, those Widow Mines are pretty powerful.
I never would have guessed that happening in a million years.
Ooh, we got a sick hand here.
A lot of potential pain coming in here. Yep. Just James, Omni, and Gabriel, all vulnerable to those EMPs from the Ghost.
Who wants it more?
Actually, the Ghost pretty much counter everything on the board right now. There's just not enough of them to counter it. Gabriel with the Rays, getting it started. Yeah, that one was going to be a tough call for Trip, but I think everybody else is going to be along. Mango with the correct fold. Good to see it. Two Snames picking up a powerhouse here. Got the BCs to counter those carriers now. Even with the 1-1, the presence of Yamato, if it doesn't get wasted, is going to be useful. Unfortunately, it looks like it might get wasted here on all the Mutalisks. Storms going off all over, Mutalisks popping left and right. Here's the showdown. One BC already down. High Templar just chilling out, watching. Second BC goes down. It does not look good. Those Yamatos getting wasted just did not help whatsoever.
Not a bad sized pot here.
Yeah. That is a healthy chunk of change in the middle there that Gabriel just took down. Should move up to second place, I believe. Very close to first, yeah. Uh-oh! Houston, we have a problem. 25 Ravens incoming. This is going to be an issue for anybody. Still in this hand at the end. Terran 3-3 probably also going to tempt Omni Slash and Mango. Omni Slash with that raise on the 3-3 Cyclones. Now just Trip Trail, yeah, Trip Trails goes ahead and pulls the trigger here on the first card with the big re-raise. Already got a decent amount of chunk of change and wants to go ahead and take it down.
And +3 here.
Anybody's actually serious to go stacks.
Nobody takes it right, not at that price.
Too big of a bet, maybe.
I'd say so. You're basically pricing out people who are bluffing or have lesser hands than you, and inviting only people with better hands than you to call at that price.
Pretty much, yeah. You're definitely you're polarizing your range right there. Or polarizing your opponent's playing range. I'm sorry.
I mean, just to be clear, that's a problem with bet sizing right there, right? See, so
absolutely,
he bet such a large, not for you, that I'm clearing for people listening who wouldn't understand. Polarizing is the correct term, right? So if you bet too high right there, people who have lesser hands than you, who you want to play against you, who want them to call because you can beat them, they're going to fold. But the people who have better hands than you, they're going to call that price that you're putting out there, right? So you're pricing out the hands you want to call and pricing in the hands that can beat you. That's what it means. Just to clarify.
Yeah.
Those
teaching moment there from your neighborhood friendly frosty.
Those Void Rays really crushing those DCs. Just like that. All she wrote. Mango involved in another exciting hand here, taking it down. I mean, you're going to make money if you're in the hands with action. If you're sitting by watching, you're just going to pay annies. That's the way it goes.
There we go. Lots of middling counts here, but plenty of good units. Got the Hydras on the board. A little bit of Sentry action. Ravens, of course, making an appearance. The wild cards already folded, unfortunately.
Yeah, Vendetti in the middle dropping his decent size. Well, we'll see how it plays out here. There's a lot of hands in this. Maybe Gabriel's going to price him out here.
Yeah, I mean, Mango's not going to play with the 3 lurkers there. That's a pickup for Gabriel right there.
That's okay, though. When you got a hand like that, you want to put some money in. It wasn't too bad of a bet. Could have got a bite here. Mango with a good hand as well.
If I could actually... make a comment to the eye in the sky there. That little final table tab at the very top of the stream, if we can move that to the right so that we can see Vendetti's name in VPIP. I don't know if that's something we can change live.
Oh, Mango.
Let's see if that's something we can do. Rolling through Mango, of course, right in here with the wild cards once again. Century BC looking really good for Trip Trails, right? Oh, there we go. So yeah, if you'll take a second just to look at the VPIPs while we're looking at this, Vendetti's and Trip Trails both being very active, right at about 50%. Mango even a little bit higher at 63. Everybody else being fairly tight. Action going on here. Looks like those lurkers are getting a great angle. Nice little flank there.
Those Thors are coming in sweet from the side there.
Oh man, those Thors have a nice little lineup. A little bit of a concave.
Taking out BC from the side here. Look at that setup.
They are melting.
Wow, Vendetti is pulling off a big one here. Very
nice. One more salvo from the Thors is going to do it. Now we just have to chase down a couple of random units and
he stopped the medevac.
Look at that. Whew.
Big hand for Vendetti. It's back to the top of the stack here. Back up with the big boys. 350 plus. Look at that. 340. Close enough. Trip Trails here with the Liberators. Going to run into some Phoenixes with a +2. Here we go. Like I said, Phoenix is +2. Running into him. Heads up.
This is going to be some fun. That is going to be a lot of AoE.
A lot of dirt on the ground.
Dodge. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Doesn't even matter if you just bet and take it down. All right, Trip Trails.
Nice bet.
Oh boy, we got some more action. Terran, unfortunately, not helping anybody, but look at these hands.
Solid monster. 10 Tempests. I do like the 24 blinkers as a first card pickup. Not too shabby. Of course, 25 Hydra. It's a lot of DPS if you can get some kind of tanking unit in the front.
Okay, something looking at right here.
Shabby.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I mean, I feel like Trip Trails has it with the Tempest in the back. There he goes. Nicely done.
The Tempest should definitely carry this. The wild card's going to be, because the Zealots are going to, no, that's fine.
But those BCs are going to hold down a little bit longer than they should. Let's see if those blinkers can get a position here on those Tempests.
Blinkers are not going down fast enough. These Tempests actually
get a position on those Tempests.
Incoming. Oh no, those Tempests going down really quick. They are not going to stay far enough away from this fight. Vendetti is probably going to win this here with the Salkers.
No, Hydra's coming in from the back, disappearing the blinkers one at a time here.
These counts are really
Hydras, now 3, 2. This is a
Tempest trying to get last minute damage in here. One Hydra can go out of the fight. 3 Stalkers left for Vendetti. Where's the 10-second timer?
I don't know.
That Trip Trails barely. Oh wow. Barely gets there.
I could be wrong, but I think Phoenix has made the difference. A lot of back and forth there.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
A little bit more Mutalisk action. It has been a while since I felt like I could play Mutalisks well. Like I used to really have some good uses for Mutalisks, and right now it's really hard to play them with the current meta.
Just too much that really takes them out really quick, you know? You're killing me with that mouse, Cloud Man. You're killing me.
Look at them medevacs blow up. Oh, the explosion in the sky. Unfiltered violence. Look at all the Mutalisk exploding in these gory details. The wonders of a 12-year-old StarCraft 2 engine.
Gory details. Let's go. Omni Slash and Juicy James down here to about less than 10 or so.
This is going to be a fun one. Terran 3-3 on the board, and everybody has Terran.
Of course, someone's got the
little bit of Raven. I mean, you got to have the Ravens. But I mean, like, the 3-3 Marines, too. I mean, like, those are,
Gabriel coming out with a pretty strong bet there. Trip Trails with a raise here. There we go. Clearing up mopping up the messes.
My God. Trip Trails playing a one-card hand, essentially, going into Gabriel with a nice little combination. if the Ravens can get enough turrets down, it's not going to be an issue. Here's the big raise, and another quick call. Gabriel just makes these decisions so quickly. That already looks like there's going to be way too many turrets going down. I don't think Gabriel is going to be long for this world. Yeah. Big pot once again going Trip Trail's way. Gabriel now dropping to 4th place after this pot by a pretty significant margin. Here's the High Templar. See if Gabriel can win something back on this hand. A little bit of disruptors for Juice James. Not a whole lot else going on. However, Omnislash does have the 3/3 Hydralisks. Uh-oh, we just got a real hand. Battle Cruisers picked up for Omnislash. You really should be putting those Battle Cruisers in front, I do believe. Gabriel with the Void Race and the High Templar going in. Let's see how these storms go off. There go the Hydras, unfortunately, under all the storms. The Mono's going down on the Void Race. Is it going to be enough? Void Race, of course, doing so much targeted DPS. Not going to be enough for the BCs. Gabriel takes down the pot, jumping right back up, not too far from where he was. Omnislash, unfortunately, is going to be our 3rd elimination. We are on the money bubble. After the next person goes out, everybody left will be in the money, getting paid out a little bit for their efforts of the last 6 weeks. And how many times do we have to say this tonight? Trip Trails one more time with the Ravens. Gabriel, once again, nice little hand there. Only anti-ground, but it is a very effective anti-ground hand. Trip Trail's trying to get paid. Mango makes the call! Wow! That's a call with, what, 6 Thors and some Reapers? Whew! That is definitely a little spot there. A little interesting spot. One of the ladder cats got skinned a little there.
Juicy James here, down and out here. Gonna have to make a... Gonna have some kind of squeeze play. Gonna have to do something here.
I mean, he's still letting it go. Antes are up to, I believe it's 8 now? It's a little... I think it's 8, yeah. I got a little bit of time, but he is going to have to make a play very, very soon. Unfortunately, this hand was not the one. Archon's coming in with that Protoss 3/3 on board. Void Rays as well, doing some damage, but it might not be enough with the Vikings going to work on them. Archon's about to go down. The Disruptors have kind of been the sneaky ones in this fight. Coming in, doing a lot of damage to stuff. We're just kind of hanging back and getting some kills, staying safe. Here we go. Kite around just a little bit, you know, lead them on. Play hard to get.
Boom. Just like that.
And that's how you do it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't those my 2 picks for this table up in 1st and 2nd place right now by quite a long shot?
Yeah, I think those were the 2 you picked, the 2 former champions up top.
Yeah, you know, I didn't say I had to make a difficult decision.
I think it was. You're right. Screaming, man. Gabriel, 5 chips left. Saving it for a rainy day. Love it.
Come on, hang that cigarette out of your mouth, get the glasses on, tell Jamie Gold that you have the ace. Let's pull the Sammy Farah chip in a chair.
That's it. Comeback time. That's it. Comeback time. DTs, though.
This is going to be it. DT's in there with the Juice James. Let's see if these Vikings can go down fast enough. Juice James should have this pretty scared away. Oh, there they go.
GG.
Unfortunately, that is going to be GG for Gabriel, out in 5th place. Great play, Gabriel. Thanks for coming out. Great to see you. However, unfortunately, somebody's got to be the bubble boy. Actually, in the money. Congratulations, everybody still here. Everybody at the minimum will be taking home $20, and that obviously will be continuing to go up as we eliminate more players. So, best of luck to y'all. May the best player win. Juice James now still in the hot seat, not wanting to be the first one out. Of course, Juice James does have the carriers this time. Should be a nice little pot for him to hopefully take down. Unfortunately, those DTs might put a little bit of a hamper in that plan.
I mean, the money plays are now is where it's going to come out here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you make the push?
And then Daddy is making the excellent point that most people are not actually here just for the money. It's that avatar everybody wants. You need to show off that you are the best of the best. You go into your pub games, pull out that champion avatar. People asking, hey, how'd you get that? You tell them, you want one? You gotta beat me first, kid. We got a little bit of that, infestor fungal growth going down on the DTs. Not that it matters. We have plenty of ravens, plenty of turrets, all the damage in the world.
Trip trails with ravens all day long.
How many times are we gonna say it today?
Wow. Juicy James down to $10 here. Goes for it.
Make the play.
Makes the push.
At least he's suited. Got the 3-3. Unfortunately, those corruptors are gonna be pretty useless. A bit of Mulus going down, but that is not really going to be a whole lot of effort from the Corruptors. Go out and see. Yeah.
Split pot.
Could be a nice little split pot here. Mango also very much in trouble here.
Not too bad of a pickup for Juicy James. Split pot will help him out here.
A little bit of Oracle action here. Lots of nice little anti-ground damage. Might get stifled by these Corruptors, but we will see how it plays out. Ante's up to 10, starting to get a little bit up there.
Well, here we go. Hallucinations for trip trails.
One of those wonderful hands where you're probably not going to win, but you're almost certainly not going to lose.
Okay, here trip trails again coming out with the better hand.
I mean, we have Mango and we have Juice James both with their backs up against the wall. A plays has to be made. Juice James somehow finds a way to fold himself down to less than a bet left. It seems to actually maybe possibly pay off, but as we have talked about before, you know, doubling up nothing still leaves you with nothing.
That's a problem with waiting for your good hands to come when you have nothing, like you just said, right?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And I mean, like, it's great when you do think a card that actually has really good equity. I mean, most of the time when you're that short stacked, you're not going to be able to wait for a good hand. So you really want to shove when you have more chips. Do actually have some fold equity you can realize. You shove when you only have 2 or 3 bets. Everybody's going to call you just because, yeah, it's nothing. You get in the pot odds.
Can he take out those Phoenixes in time? Can he get a bit of a payday?
Oh, we got one storm going up. That one goes down. Where's the last one? Is it going to be enough? I don't... Oh, man. They are trying. Why are the rest of the... Do we have enough storms? They're running towards it. I don't think we're going to get it. I don't think we're going to get it. That's not enough time. Yeah, that's it. We got a tie.
2,
Damn.
1. Let's go.
The last Phoenix.
Juicy doing everything he can to keep in this battle here.
Man, the spirit of Sammy Farha lives strong with this one.
I mean, in a tournament setting like this, you're doubling up your payout, you know?
Yeah.
There's a big chunk here you can battle for here. It's worth it fighting for it here. This is a pretty good spot to fight for.
Do not know how with the hand that Mango has, even without the creep, how is he not all in right now? That felt like an all-in moment, no matter, like, with the stack he had. Like, you get those Thors, a good amount of chunk in front of him with the queens. I mean, you gotta make a play. I feel like. Unfortunately, those Storm hosts are doing plenty of work to those Thors. The tanks are going to do so much as well. Two teams living to see another day for a little bit. Mango, though.
Yeah, he was hedging his bets there. Mango taking a play old school poker there. Hedged his bets there just to see. Yeah, kept himself.
I mean, this is the hint. Mango's got to play this play. I mean, 15 Banshees. You can't ask for anything better than that.
I mean, James is going to come along for the ride with that many Thors all in. Now's the time.
I wouldn't be surprised if all of them come along for that little. Well, okay, now with James making the raise, it's a little different. I was going to say, there shouldn't have been that much thought about that hand at all.
Trails calls and gets for the click.
Oh my God.
Let's go. Okay. Just like that. Just like that. But Banshee's going to shine here, but Viper's going to do even the best. Yeah, Viper's all day. Okay. ET's, yeah, we're going to get a split here. Should be able to take those Banshees down pretty quick here. Even if they get the Swarm host, it won't matter with the DTs there.
Yeah.
Just Mango paying the tab here, it looks like. GG Mango, well played.
Well, that is unfortunately going to do it for Mango. Congratulations. 4th place finish, taking him $20 for the trouble. You'll still get the competitor avatar added to your account in the next couple of days. Show that off in your pub games.
And hey, just like that, you see James moving up to $30.
Here we go, the Sammy Farha. I'm telling you, it's coming. Trip Trails again, keeping that aggression going. It might actually pay off this time. However, those Banelings can do some pretty significant damage here if everything lands the right way. Go, look at all those Banelings right through. That is unfortunate.
Terran +3 and no Terran to be seen here. Phoenix is just shining.
Yeah.
Not a big pot to say.
Nice little pickup.
Yeah, a little something.
I mean, at this point, it is Trip Trail's game to lose. He does have a little bit better than 2-1 chip lead over 2nd place, and I mean, Juice James is still just hanging on to barely for dear life. I mean, Trip Trail's in a commanding position at the moment.
Oh no! Look at these cards. Okay.
Gotta make those plays. That's what Trip Trail's aggression is paying off.
Can he get a double up? They're not going to come along here unless Vendettius re-raises.
Vendettius is in there. Oh no! Oh no! Juice James just got hard countered across the board. This is probably going to be the last hand for Juice James. Just like that, we have topped the bubble, and now we are down to heads up. That might be a little preemptive. We're still going to wait, but Carrier's going down 2 left. That is going to be it. Juice James with the 3rd place. Congratulations, man.
Hey, man.
What a run.
GG, buddy. Hey, man, you made the play up. You made the play up from 20 to 30, man. That was slick. I was watching, buddy. Well done.
That'll do it. And we do have... We are going to have a repeat champion for the first time in Battle Poker history. Trip Trail's still in the lead right now. Vendettius clawing his way back up.
I mean, they both got the avatar already, man. This is basically battling for the there can only be one rights right here. This is the Highlanders fight. You know what I mean? Champ versus champ. There can only be one.
I cannot promise anything. This is something I just came up with off the cuff. I don't know if it's something we'd actually do. If like for the repeat winners, for the repeat winners, just add like a glowing aura to the champion avatar.
Yeah,
I mean, the king of is cool. Make him like a little gold, you know.
Yeah, be the bad guy. Sure, yeah, be the cool guy. I mean, why don't we just give everyone avatars? We should be really nice.
I mean,
nice to everybody.
Heaven forbid we try to show off somebody who's won 2 of our events.
We should give someone a crown that floats above their head, like a glowing one.
I like
I'm not joking.
I'm
agreeing with you. Wasn't
What
joking.
if we get one of those sound files of all the old medieval like players? Fair as soon as you start the game with one of the champions in it. Blast everybody in the eardrums with the horns.
Announce it when a champion's in your game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Make it really
roll a little
annoying.
red carpet. Your avatar walks to the table.
I love it. I love it.
Only them has a
man.
droid that brings them over a drink. You know what I mean? Everyone else just has to watch.
Oh man.
No, I do like the
Once
idea of
again-
having a crown or an aura and shit, but
Yeah.
not a fan of promising shit on the stream. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
That's what I said. Like I'm not promising nothing. I literally just thought of it off the top of my head. I don't know if it's something we can, but here we go. Vendadius with the blinkers rolling in there. The swarm host might be the tiebreaker here. I do believe Trip Trails is gonna have a decent shot at this one.
I mean, I love this battle, bro. They both have the
The Tempest goes
lightsabers.
down. The Tempest has to go down.
I'm not taking that tip.
Oh, I wasn't even looking. Did they both pull out the Arthas? Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, they both got the lightsabers out and shit.
I do it. I love it. We got the little Darth Maul versus Yoda lightsaber fight going on, you know? The one reason to watch episode 1. No one cares about the pod racing bullshit.
Darth Maul, yo.
Yeah.
So,
It's still hanging at about a 2-1 ship lead. Trip Trails in there with absolutely squadoosh. Vendadius in there with slightly more squadoosh. A little bit of High Templar action might tempt him, but this is not a good look for either player.
makes a bad neat calls. Mothership gonna shine or the HT gonna zap it? We'll see.
The feedback, a little bit of storms. It would be nice if, like, I guess the mothership's got too much range, but like if it would actually like target in the back, so it goes over the Zerglings and then it gets stormed, self-stormed.
That self-storms.
Oh, self-storm, you know.
Definitely not gonna be enough time to kill that many Zerglings.
No, absolutely not. We are going to see a split pot here once again.
Oh, well, exclamation SPLIT. 10, 7.
It is what it is.
He's what it is. He's what it is. Banshee's not a bad card here. Heads up here. Of course, siege tanks. Of course. A horse. Of course. Wow, air with care.
Oh boy. Trip Trail's looking good. Can't quite get anything into the pot though.
Ooh.
Takes down an ante at the minimum.
Priced him out.
But then raise action once again. Trip Trail still chilling with the 100% VPIP heads up. Keeping the aggression going.
These are some starting hands. Of course, soon might help him come along, but those DC's gonna kill. Drops out the back door for sure. Thor's thunder from down under. But underneath the ground, lurkers lurking. Plus the creep, +4 suited with Hydralisks. Tempest's gonna make him come along for the ride for sure.
Heavy duty hitters here.
The Thor is fast enough. Yes.
It's gonna be rough. I do.
That's a lot of suited, man. That's
I think
a lot of plus.
Zerg definitely got that. Yeah.
Yowza!
Nice
Trip
call.
Trails taking a little chunk of Vendetti.
Yeah. It's been a little bit of back and forth. Nothing too huge yet here. Heads up, but starting to see a couple of patterns emerge.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I'll tell you the pattern. Trip Trails bets, Vendetti folds.
That is currently mostly the pattern. Yeah. I would agree.
Ooh, let's see how he plays this. Checks it. He checks it. Can he double check? Not with the Ravens. He does! He double checked the trap with the Ravens. He did it. Now what kind of over-the-top raise? Not too much either. Enough to make him call.
I mean, it's a decent little pot. 160 chips in there. I think that's quick surrender.
That was really good play from Trip Trails.
Yeah, that was solid. Yeah.
Yeah, that was solid play there, man. It's really hard to check that a second time and then getting Ravens and still checking it a second time.
It takes some pretty strong nerves to be able to have a hand that strong.
Dare I say the sign of a
your
champ?
opponent. Oh yeah, absolutely. To actually know your opponent, to be able to check it down like that and still get the really predict they are going to raise. Like, that is such a good read.
Yeah, he got good value there, man. I think he really did. I don't think any higher bets he might not have got to play like that. That was good.
I think I agree. That was a very well placed bet size.
Can Vendetti do the same? Can Vendetti do the same? Can he check it back?
Oh my god, no, Trip Trails is not going to take a big shot.
Oh, you took the bait.
That's going to be the end of that.
All in from Vendettius. Let's go.
He's not playing around. Trip Trails is... How many times have we seen Ravens this game?
But yo, I'm just saying, Vendettius had the same chance with the Ravens. We saw him check it as well. Yep. A champ as well. Let me just state that loud and clear. Vendettius made the same play. He had what it took. I love to see it.
That's like some high skill decision making going on here. Some great play at this final table. We're absolutely getting to watch the best of the best do what they do.
Here we go. That's a good pot for Vendettius here.
Catching up,
slowly chipping away at the champ.
Little by little. Protoss 2-2 might be a little tempting here. Little bit of laser beams going on, some Zergs burning up. Swarm hosts doing their little thing with the scarabs. Alright, here we go. Once again, a little bit of Tempest action with a tiny handful of hallucinations from sentries. Trip Trail's just keeping the pedal to the metal, keeping those races going.
Let's see it here. Wow, okay.
We're going to get another repeat from the mines. It does not look like we're going to get the action from the mines. Infestor's getting yanked forward, so those Reapers to mess around with the jetpacks. Unfortunately, Reapers are not going to have the damage to kill off those Infestors. One more split pot. Here we are.
A little bit of fungal here. Don't think it's going to be enough, though. Oh, that timer about to pop.
Can I also point out one more thing? I do believe my my two picks from the runner-up table are also currently in first and second place. Am I right? Think so? Yeah? Alright. Again, with the easy decision-making, you know.
Killer's at the bottom down there. Rhoda at the top. Cam and Zell in the middle.
There's currently one chip between Rhoda and Camlin. One chip difference. A little bit of adept action going on, getting that concave. Unfortunately, not really going to be able to kill the Medivacs in time unless that is the most hero Archon of all the Archons. Waiting to see if we get that 10-second warning, see if there's enough time. I mean, those Medivacs are getting kind of low. The splash is coming in a little inconsistent, but mostly doing all right. There goes a couple of them blowing up. One of those are still one shot. 10 seconds left. Is this going to be enough? That Archon could close this out for this pot. Wow. Tiny little pot, but still, that is a little Archon that could.
Anti for an anti here.
You know.
Zerg +1. We got some suited action here. Trip Trail's going to have the +2 here with the suited, but of course, Vendettius in a 6th spot here. S-class. No bats.
Look at how fast all those little scarabs get blown up. You really think that, like, your battle cruisers are going to get through all those scarabs that fast? I don't think so. Hellbats S tier. Let's go.
Oof, the blue flame of solitude. Taking care of business. Isolating. Disintegrating. Magnificent.
We are in for quite the long haul, it does seem to be, with this heads-up match. We need to get to heads-up fairly quickly. Antes are still kind of low for the chips in play. Vendetti's sitting on a little bit over 20 bets. Trip Trail's a little bit double that. A little bit over double that. Uh-oh.
Oh, as the antes rise, so should the bet rise. Let's see what happens here. 23 wild cards.
Oh, the min re-raise. Click it back. Let's go, Vendettius. Bringing out the old school tactics. Trip Trails with the 19 High Templar. Maybe enough, but with those capital ships in the back, it might not be. Storm's not going to be enough to get through all of that HP. Ooh. Those mortals are going to slowly tick down here.
Just like that.
The one going down.
Not a bad sized pot, though.
It's definitely a little chunk of change going Vendettius' way. Brings the advantage down to about a 3-to-2 ratio.
Kill is all in and out at the table.
Yeah, we are down to 3 at the runner-up table. Cam Laugh very strongly in control right now. Triple the stack of the second place Roto. Let's see if once again this is going to be enough of a stall tactic from the Swarm host before they can get all of those locusts handled. No. It's going to be a lot of distraction. A lot of those Vikings going down. Does not look like it's going to be enough of a distraction though. Those Broodlords focusing on the job at hand. So Broodlings helping the last little bit, taking it down. Vendettius once again climbing back up there. Look at how close these chip stacks are now. Vendettius now once again as well with the 25 centuries. Let's see if he can make a little pot out of this. Does the same click it back strategy. Throws it right back at Trip Trails. Trip Trails with absolutely Squidoosh in his hand. Still making the play. Very quick call from Vendettius. Look at all those units on the screen. Recreating a wonderful moment of Huck versus Idra back at the launch of StarCraft 2 at MLG. You weren't lost, those were Haluk.
Man in the cloud there, hit the unlock avatars for me button there.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work as a observer, yeah.
But correct me if I'm wrong. They're both wearing the tournament champion avatars, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Doesn't the league have the chieftain avatar if you win?
It does.
So one of these playing for an avatar that one of them don't have, or do
absolutely, yes.
I just wanted to remember.
Avatar play here.
There's anyone listening wasn't sure. I just remembered myself here. They are still playing for an avatar that neither of them have, as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Sickness. Grand champion.
Looking good right here. Trip Trails with a very strong hand. Unfortunately, Vendettius does have that 6 carrier counter. Very big chunk of change in this pot. Should be going Vendettius' way here.
A little back and forth here.
Let's see if there's enough damage in here. I mean, if this goes Vendettius' way for the first time in this heads-up battle, Vendettius will have the advantage. There they go. The final tank's falling. Vendettius crawling back into first place. Still got plenty of poker to play. The antes are not quite that high yet, but we are starting to get up there.
Trading positions, Vendettius and Trip Trails, just like that. Almost double the stack. Ooh, we're gonna have a banger here.
Oh no!
ET's gonna shine though.
Another split pot, yeah.
Nice raising though.
That splash damage, unfortunately, probably not going to be enough. Not that it matters, since the DTs are still going to be just chilling down there, having a good time. All the corruptors chilling there in midair, hanging out, each other.
Yeah, so technically we're not going to have a grand champion. We're going to have a champ.
Uh-oh.
Whoever wins is going to be the champ. I'm just saying.
This is going to be some fun. Protoss 3-3. Both players suited. Both players with good counts. Both players with strong units. Really not that big of a pod here. But yeah, so what you were saying, yeah, this is not going to be just like a repeat champion. This is going to be like a double. This is going to be like a poker unified like championship. Like the tournament and league champion. Like nobody else.
I'm like, oh shit, we're all in or something. And I look over and they're just having a regular battle.
Well, I mean, like Protoss 3-3. They were both suited. They both had good cards. Like I was expecting a fucking win.
Champ. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to play the champ. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
The champ.
Can't stop Bot T. He's hyped. He's into it. He's watching the heads up. He's excited.
We got to get the John Cena theme on air.
Champion in 2 weight classes here. Whoever wins it, let's go. Tournament champ, league champ, love it.
All right, Trip Trails maybe getting a little froggy there. Zerg 3-3 on the board with the 20 roaches. However, Vendetta pick up a large number of banelings to go with.
Trails going to take this one, or at least get this.
He is. Yeah. This air unit's just so clutch in these situations, especially heads up.
Isn't going to be enough to get it done in time. Phoenix just lifting over there.
Yeah.
I don't think the timing is there, but it's close.
I mean, we haven't seen the 10-second timer yet. There are only 4 tanks left. One of them's already down to half. About to be 3 tanks left. Oh, there's the 10 seconds. Yeah, this is probably not gonna.
2.
Very close, but not quite enough.
Trip Trails down to 400. Under 400 here now that he's in the pot.
Looks like we have a nice another little pot shaping up here. Both players.
Clean up here. Vendetti's going to clean up here. Trip Trails down to 275. Wow.
Yeah, Trip Trails is definitely going to be back up against the wall here.
Yes, sir. Back against the wall. Hands behind his back. Whatever the case may be. Here comes the splash damage.
All right, Trip Trails, what is the play? Now down to under 10 bets. It is time to start making some moves.
Yeah. Push fold poker here.
Your mine is probably not the move you want to make. Let's see.
Oh, that was sick.
Nice little choppy chop there.
Zell taking a big pot down there, 774. Double Cam Laugh and Rhoda at the runner-up table, fighting down there for the bragging rights.
Unfortunate for Trip Trails, finally picks up a decent count of Ravens, and Vendetti just insta-folds to the Rays.
Yeah. 2 Ravens ain't going to be enough here.
That is unfortunately true. Those infestors are going to come in and try to do a little bit of work here. It's really not great.
Here we go. That one turn in the back is doing what it can. Little turret that could. There it goes. Trip can take this down, man. He needs the spot. There we go. And Daddy's still in a great spot up top now. 1,200 gold. Yowza!
Yep. The most Trip Trails gets a little bit of breathing room, but he is still pretty much right at 10 bets. This is not a good situation. Oh, Trip Trails once again drawing just really horrible. Well, if that mine is a clutch mine, yep, that'll do it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Boom, Trip Trails.
With the play, Trip Trails back in there, taking down a nice little pod, getting a little bit more breathing room. We're back to being able to see a little bit of poker, but again, these antes are starting to get sky high. And there's not going to be a whole lot of play left here as we continue.
I mean, hand 95, league final game.
We are going ham.
Or what? Here come the Vipers. Spewing what they can.
Tempest just getting tickled by the parasitic bombs. Trying to do some damage, but not really focusing. Actually, those parasitic bombs are doing a pretty good amount of damage. Like,
they're starting to go down.
I don't know why they're only casting to one at a time. They do stack if they're on separate units.
Can they cast it, though? Can they cast it? Look at this health.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, I don't know what it takes. Boom.
Still not enough time though. 10 seconds.
Not enough time for the lurkers to pull it off. Ooh, Vendy in a good spot with those Phoenixes.
Oh, Vendy in a really good spot with the Phoenix Oracle now.
Oof, it was half a Trip Trail stack.
Oh no.
Yeah,
it is unfortunate.
Yeah. That'll be that. Ooh. Okay, man, coming up to push-pull again here. He's going to have to make a play. There you go.
That'll do it. Unfortunately, Vendetti is probably not gonna commit too much here. These Hellions doing the best that they can. Unfortunately, they are not the S tier Hellbats. They're .com Hellbats. Archon's doing that a little bit of work once again, getting the splash damage in, finishing off the last couple of units. Trip Trail's once again back in trouble. Gonna have to make some plays here very soon. The 5 Stalkers is not the hand you want to make a play with.
Oh no!
You can actually hear as the stacks have evened back out and Vendetti's has taken the lead. The V-Pips are running a lot closer together.
Trip Trails once again with the Ravens.
Oh no!
Vendetti is with a monster PC hand here.
Trip Trails should pick this up very easily with the interference matrix on the Ravens. Let's see how the targeting plays out. A couple of turrets already going down. One matrix goes down. A couple more. Those turrets are placed fairly far back. I don't know if they're really going to be able to reach long enough to look a lot of DPS in. Those turrets are dying.
They can't throw anything else. Those BC's in a good spot here to clutch it. BC's might clutch the league here. GG from Trip Trails.
Yeah. 3 units between Vendettius and being the first double champion.
10 seconds left to fight.
1 unit. That's it. We have our first double champion. Vendettius taking home the crown. Already taking down one of our weekend tournaments and also add the 6 weeks long league under his belt.
Congrats, champ.
Champ,
right.
There it is.
Champ. That's what I was saying. He's the champ. Whoever took it down is now the champ. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. 2 belt wearers. 2 different weight classes.
We are gonna see if we can get an interview here on the winner here. While we do that, we are gonna take a little bit of time to check out the remaining action here at the runner-up table. Camlaf currently all in, has ours keeping him alive. Out of energy, up against Queens on the creep, but also with no energy. And they're going down little by little.
Fourth here, 5 and 4.
Try 1 more storm, 2 more storms going down. Lots of damage there. I don't think it's going to be enough. Can these Queens finish it out? 10 seconds left. It looks like we might actually be ready for that interview. While we continue watching this action, we see if we'll go ahead and get that live for you in just a second.
Hey, Vendettius, welcome to the stream. The new champ himself. How you doing, buddy?
Looks like he is currently muted just for the moment.
Not a problem. You take your time, champ. Let the man towel himself off. Let him have a water. Give the man a minute to breathe. Battling heads up. Crazy hands. Okay. Battling up heads up here for the runner-up table.
Bill had a very impressive run. I was trying to keep my eye on it for a little bit here and there through the game. Really was far ahead at one point. Really well for most of the game. Looks like he's kind of running into a rough run of luck here. Unfortunately, those Vikings are not going to be enough to keep him alive.
I mean, I only made one pick. I said Rhoda from the start. I named one name and one name only, sir.
That is true.
You did say Rhoda and Cam Laugh as well. I'll give you credit there.
Yep. There it is. Zell is all in with the Baneling Roach. Unfortunately, he is up against Sentry Raven. If those Ravens have enough turrets, this might be the end of the game. Don't see many of the Roaches dropping right now. Turret's still trying to fire. There's just not a whole lot of damage. Yeah. We will see another split pot here. Zell lives to see one more day.
Just like that, he's still in it, chip and chair, as they say. I mean, this is a pretty big pot, though. He'll get a lot of back here.
Oh yeah. We're still waiting to see if Vendettius is gonna come back and unmuted. We'll get that interview rolling as soon as we can.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, Vandy, we're ready for you, partner. You just let us know. Rhoda, 1,200 gold. Look at this. Zell, 125, doing what he can to keep in this. I mean, hand 101 blinds are huge.
We're once again all in. This might actually be enough, even with the Terran 3-3. It's not really going to matter. These queens should have enough damage to cut through what's left. And that is it. Rhoda picking up the runner-up table. Zell with a very close second place. Congratulations to everybody there. What a great showing.
Not too shabby.
And we'll see if we can get in touch with Vendy one more time here now that the game is over.
Ooh, fancy, fancy. The interview with, if we can get him here, Vendy, the champs. League 3 finale. Okay. Well, it was a pretty good league, I think, this year.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that worked.
There we go. What is up, Mr. Champ? How you doing?
I feel really great. Really.
Huh?
I am the first double champion.
Yes, sir, you are. Congratulations, making BattlePoker history once again, man. How does it... I mean, I know I just asked you this, but I'm going to ask you even more directly. How... Setting history, man.
That was a great heads up against Trip. He played very aggressive, and that was very hard to play.
Yo, he did a great job, Andy. He did a great job. That was really fun to watch. Yeah, well, Trip Trails was holding that table down for quite a while there, and it looked like you were having a rough time there. He was getting Ravens all game long. He was
5 times he got Raven, I think.
Oh, more than that, sir. More than that. From up here, we could see it. Believe me. But it was really great poker on your part. You did a lot of spots where you were checking it back when you caught the Ravens there. That was excellent. That's when the game changed for me watching.
Yep, and great, and some good fold from myself.
You definitely demonstrated that you had a solid read of the table. Like, you knew what was going on going into the game. Like, you clearly put the work in.
I have learned with the time to be patient, so not go on big raise or just wait when I have time. Play calm and work out very well.
Yeah, and that is the fun. The fun changes kind of when you play that slower tournament structure with the slower antes. You do get that time to kind of like sit back and take your time and wait to make spots happen instead of having that really rushed sense of urgency that like you got to stay ahead of the blinds.
Exactly. I just have to wait a good hand and that's it.
I mean, you waited for the good hands and you did it well. Sit back, stay calm, he says. That's right, he did it.
Yep.
Well done, Vendettius, the champ.
Yeah, thank you. I will get this avatar I wanted.
That's right. That's the belt. That's the belt. He's got a belt in both weight classes, light heavyweight and heavyweight. Here we go. The champ himself.
The Daniel Cormier of BattlePoker.
No avatar for double champion, no?
Yeah, it's beautiful. You let me know, Vendays. Is there anything you want to say? Any shoutouts you want to make?
I don't know.
All right, Mon Ami, thanks for coming on. Listen, it was great having you here. The champ himself. You know, he'll be signing autographs out back if anyone wants to go meet him. He's got T-shirts.
Don't forget to bring cash, $20 of a picture, you know? Vindy, as always, thank you again for coming on. Thank you for playing in the league. You had a hell of a performance, hell of a job. Congratulations. Was there any parting words you want to give to the watchers, the viewers?
What so that when you all talks that just cut it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is any parting words or comments you want to leave for our viewers, for the audience?
Thank you for watching this stream. It was very fun to play, and congrats to all players of the final league. Very great game, very tight game, by the way. So, congrats to everyone.
Absolutely, this was excellent to watch. Frosty, what you got for me?
I mean, well said from the champ himself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching, everybody. Battle Poker League finales. That's it for now. Hopefully, we'll have something coming back for you again here before the holidays, before Christmas. Bart D, thanks for having me. Man, the Sky Concordia, thanks for helping out. As always, you're the man. Vendy, again, one last shout out to champ himself. All right, Bart D, everybody, thanks for having me. Frosted Cleese, people's people, I'm here for you guys. Peace.